Aloha one, aloha all. Michael, your friendly neighborhood philosopher, ready to get down to the business of contemplation. So let's get started. All right, here we go. We're going to talk about judgment and how to be an evaluator of your reality. When you evaluate an experience, what you're doing is you are absorbing it. You are receiving the information and you are transforming that information into the perfect resonance of sound. Whenever you do that, what you are actually doing is reducing the complexity of the light forms into sound forms. So everything in the universe is sentient. Everything in the universe knows exactly what to do in order to exist. And existence is the most basic state of being. So everything, everything is being. Everything. Your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, your body, everything that you think of as being physical is in a hyperstate of physicality. And then there's a simultaneous occurrence of non-physicality. So it's either a state of physical or non-physical existence. So everything is one. Everything is already being done and is present and accounted for. So I spoke earlier on my 42-second video that I released on TikTok where I discussed the difference between perception and perspective. So perspective is the angle at which you view something. So it's your frame of reference, it's your it's the mathematical equivalence of a point of view. Your perception is your third eye in which you receive the information that's presented to you all the time in a combination of light and sound forms. So the more complex the information, the more potentially confusing the information will be initially. But the human potential is to be able to reduce that complexity to points of resonance that make sense. When something makes sense to you, it's because you've reduced the complexity to that point of resonance in which you are one with the sound. So sort of like what is happening right now. You're listening and you're looking. So the combination of that is an observation. You only need two senses to make an observation in the digital realm because the digital realm is two-dimensional. It's zeros and ones. So everything is a coincidence. Everything is a synchronicity. Once you know that, then you can begin the pleasure of contemplation. Whenever you get irritated or you get, let's say, frustrated or overwhelmed, it's because you're not understanding the other person's perspective. When you are irritated, it's going to often occur with loved ones whom you love. It's not a question or a matter of loving them. It's a matter of understanding why they are perceiving their reality in the manner that they are perceiving it. So the difference between perspective, which is your frame of reference or your point of view, and perception is that the perception can be altered. Think of your perception as a lens. When you're viewing reality, just alter your lens. You're either going to open it up and allow for more information to come in, or you're going to shut it down and you're going to resist that information. Now, the truth in the light being sound is a concept that I've been working on for quite a while now. And what it means is this. Once you know that the truth in the light being sound is all that there is, then and only then when you listen without this need to reply or respond or react, then you're going to know more. You already know the answers to all the questions that you've ever thought about or asked. So, once you know that, and if you're observing something and it still doesn't make sense, there's something that isn't quite resonating with you, what you can do is clear the air. Kind of like what I just did right there. So my lungs were getting a little goopy and I had some phlegm that was building up. So I felt it. And it was slightly irritating. It wasn't horribly irritating. I mean, it's not like I've never felt that before. Everything that you've ever felt, you've already felt it. So if you ever feel like you're getting irritated, just know that that is God reminding you to listen. When you listen, without this need to reply or respond or react or whatever, then you're going to know the answer. It's going to come to you. You don't have to ask because you already know. If you already know the question, then just be okay with what you are doing. You're interacting with someone that in many cases you already know